Hello, my name's Anna DaCosta of Etsy shop Mythography, and today I'm going to show you how I colour in a basic sky. First, I'm starting to colour in with my Prismacolor light cerulean blue, and I'm starting in this top corner here. I'm going to speed along quite a lot because, well, it's going to take a while to fill all this up and blend it in. After I've filled about halfway down the sky, I'm going to switch to using True Blue. I'm not worrying too much about blending anything at the moment. I'll go over everything once all the base colours are on. I've taken the blue down to about halfway, and now I'm going to switch to a pentel pen. It's kind of a light blue. They have no names on the pentils, but they're just really good pencils even though they're so inexpensive. So they tend to be my travel pencils and I take them everywhere with me. This one I'm going to take about halfway down before I switch to a new shade. Now I think I've got about as much blue on there as I want to have on there, and I'm switching to the Prismacolor Blush Pink. I don't want it to be too even, so I'm going to take it up into the blue just at the edge over here, just so it doesn't look too uniform, and I will start blending that in with the blue just a little bit. I'm going to add a slightly darker shade of pink now, like a pinkish purple, still using the pentils and carrying down a little further because I want the sky to kind of graduate a little bit as it goes down the page. And now I'm going to change to more of a purple colour. Again, the pentel, and I'm going to blend that into this slightly darker pink. Almost there now, and I've decided to go back to the Prismacolors and use Imperial Violet for the final part of the sky. This is quite a nice, moderate colour, I would guess. It's not too dark and not too bright. Now all the base colours are on, I'm going to start blending it by using light cerulean blue over everything. I'm having to go quite light with the Prismacolors because they can put quite a lot of pigment down, and I don't want this to be all blue. As I go over the blue, I'm going to start increasing my pressure because I want that blue to be a lot more blended than it is right now. I tend to be quite thorough with this, so I'm going to be going over this again and again until I'm happy with the result and I've evened out everything that I want to. This can sometimes take me quite a few hours. I have been known to spend a day just on one part of the background, but I won't subject you to that right now. So I'm just going to speed this up a bit. Now I'm using a Faber-Castell pen. I can't remember the brand, but they have some kind of plastic circles on the side of them that make them easier to grip. They do have some really good shades, so I go back to them from time to time if there's a particular shade that I'm actually looking for. And they blend really well with the Prismacolors and the Pentels as well. I'm trying to be really careful here not to go over the cloud, but if you do go over it, you can always fix it with an eraser or some white gel pen. I'm going to continue blending now, and I've gone to one of the Prismacolors, Cloud Blue, and I'm just going to take it lightly over some of the areas that I want to extend and make a bit more misty. I want these two colours to blend a little bit at the edges, but not too perfectly, because I want the colour contrast of the pink and the blue to still be there. I'm just making sure here that I'm burnishing it properly and making all the little white flecks even out. And my pencil just broke. One of the problems I'm having with my Prismacolors at the moment is that I've taken them with me wherever I've gone, so the leads have really had some hard times and broken in places, as I'm finding as I'm using them up. I'm going to go around this whole area and try and get the two colours to blend in softly, but not totally, because I still want that contrast as I mentioned already. Chunks of my Prismacolor are coming off. This area is being just a little bit stubborn, so I'm going over it until I get the right level that I want it to be. The nice thing about colouring is that you can just keep going over bits and getting them to what you want them to be. Skies in particular don't have to be too perfect, so if there's little bits that are flawed, you can always come back to them later. Don't worry about it too much. The most important thing is just to enjoy what you're doing and relax. Having said that, I do throw tantrums from time to time. As I go further down into the darker colours, you'll notice how much it starts to change them when I'm burnishing over them. It really smooths them out, the white flecks, and just levels the colours out as well. And I'm done. Now the next part is to add some shading to the clouds, and I do this with some very light greys and purples just along the edge. I'm only adding the shadow to the lower levels of the clouds and some of the more defined bits. If you make the clouds too dark, it looks like they're rain clouds. You can of course do that, and some skies, like sunsets, can sometimes have quite vibrant dark navy clouds. Now I'm just going to go around the clouds with the darkest grey I have, which I think is 70% warm grey, and just to give them some definition. If you're using a more vibrant colour, I'd go around it with a black shade. And that's how I do a basic sky. I hope you liked it. The next tutorial is going to be on brickwork. Thanks for watching.